What you can see my screen.
Yeah, sure. It's not visible right now.
You can see my screen?
No, yeah, I can.
Okay. There's a lot of background noise, by the way, I'm hearing. Is there any way we can go to, maybe you can go somewhere a little bit quieter?
One second.
Okay.
Amma, I'm going up. But
Okay. No problem.
ऊपर ऊपर background music. Call पर हूँ, that's why. Is it cool right now?
A little bit better. Yes. I still hear some stuff, but I think it's better. Yeah, I can hear you for the most part.
Okay.
Good deal, man. So let's hear more about you, man. What do you do? Tell me more about you, your brand, what do you do, and what's your passions and stuff like that. Share with us.
I'm basically a content writer for now, and I'm stepping into the blogosphere thing. Started a micro niche site, and let's see what happens in the future. Basically, I started this journey almost 8 months before. Started as a content writer only, and still a content writer only.
Okay, I gotcha. So you started as a content writer. So how do you work? So you work with clients and you write content for them?
Yep.
Gotcha. And how do you get a new client?
Almost when I started my journey, I posted on a buy sell group in Facebook, and after that, I'm getting referral clients only. I'm not posting again and again. It's like if you're satisfied, so you are referring me to your friend, and he's referring to his friend, and etc. etc.
Gotcha. You get a lot of stuff through referrals. Okay. Now my next question for you is that so let's just say I was your client. You know, I post a status on Facebook or somewhere. Let's just say I'm looking for a content writer, who can write blog posts for blah, blah, blah. And then you message me, and so does 100 other people. Usually that's kind of how it works, right?
Yep.
How do you set yourself apart from somebody else that's also pitching? Why should I work with you and not the other person that's pitching me?
So basically, I've noticed this, that others start their message with "Hi, how are you? I seen your post, blah blah stuff." I say about my experience, and I share them where I seen their post, and I show them some of the samples I almost give them a 2-paragraph content only like this.
Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. And how well does it work? Does it always work?
Almost 70% times.
70%. Okay, gotcha. Cool, man. Well, we're gonna kind of walk through and see if there is any other way we can make your pitch better, and we're gonna do that primarily in a slightly different approach. Okay. So what ends up happening is that just like yourself, there are plenty of content writers out there. That's like one of the most common things people start doing when they start out on the web, because it's like the easy in demand thing. And it's also the easiest to start with because you have no overhead, you don't need experience, all this kind of stuff. However, imagine if you were pitching yourself as a contributor, and your pitch looked something like this, where you say, "Hey, my name is," let me see if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Saiyam?
Yeah, it's cool.
Saiyam. Okay. And I contribute. I mean, you know what? Let me show you what I just made the other day. I'll show you a pitch. Okay?
Sure.
I'll give you this also. So what if you pitch like this? Hey, first name. I would love to work on your project. Name of the project. I'm a blogger / copywriter and columnist on major publications like Forbes, Entrepreneur, Huffington, Business.com, Business to Community, and more. Here's something I would love to get on a call with you this week and chat more. If you want to call, here's a link to do that. How much more effective do you think this pitch would be versus the one that you've been giving so far? How much more would this make you look if you said that you were a Forbes, Entrepreneur, Huffington Post, Business.com? Gave examples. And just to personalize things even more, you said, hey, let's get on a call. And then to make it So you don't have back and forth, back and forth. No, are you free there? Oh, you're Indian Standard? Okay. You just give them a link to a Calendly invite. Very professional. Boom, schedule a call with you. You get on a call with them just like this, and you close the deal. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah, it's much better actually.
Way more effective.
Because it builds trust in both of the cases.
Exactly. So that's kind of the approach that we're gonna take. Okay. I'm gonna give you this template right now
Amazing.
that you can use for future references. Okay. Do you know of Calendly?
No, honestly.
It's a free tool. There is a paid version, and it's totally worth it in my opinion. I pay like $99 a year for it. Okay. So it'll let you
Okay.
schedule calls. Okay. Remember when we got in the call? I don't know if I gave you a link, but basically, if you click the link, so let's just say like for our one-on-one strategy session, let's see, event types. Go. All I would have had to do is just give you this link right here.
Okay.
Okay. So if you click that link, so let's just say I'm going to open a new browser over here. I click, guess what? It opens up a calendar where people can just book a call with you, and you can set all this availability yourself. You can say, "Hey, I'm
That's
open this
amazing.
time to this time. You can call me at this time, and guess what? You can put your entire schedule. You can do this in any way you want. You don't have to break it up into 15-minute sessions. You can do it in 30-minute sessions. You could say, "Hey, I want 15 minutes of break between sessions." You have all this kind of options you have. You can integrate it with different things. You can send them follow-up messages before the meeting, after the meeting, during the meeting. They just click this, they click confirm. You get all their contact information also, right? You can set all this information, like whatever questions you want to ask, you could put it all. I personally did this like mine like that. You could ask any questions you wanted, really. You can mark certain things as required, but it makes it so easy for clients to get it done. And you'll never miss a meeting because of this, because it'll remind them, it'll remind you. And after I fill this out, let's just say I was going to do one right now. Whatever. Schedule it, okay? It'll schedule it, but guess what? It'll email me a link right here, and it'll add it to my Google Calendar. How cool is that?
That's pretty amazing.
Right? This is all 9:30 a.m. Monday. Let's just see this call is if that's in there. So that's Monday. There it is right there. I just scheduled that. It's already in your client's calendar also and yours. Free tool. You don't have to pay anything for it.
It's cool.
Very
actually
useful, right?
Yep.
So here is the link to Calendly. Definitely sign up for this. Make an account there. It's free. There is a paid version of it if you want to use it, but the free version will do all the basic scheduling that you needed to do. But the paid version will let you create multiple types of events and all this other stuff that comes with it. But you should at the very least, use the free version of it. Okay? All right.
Yep.
Now the final part of what's going to make you outstanding when you go to pitch. All right. So let's take your name. I'll tell you, before people hire you, what happens? What people do is they search, right? So let's just say you're pitching me as a content writer. Okay?
Yeah.
You pitch me this stuff, right? You show some examples of your content. Great. But the reality of it is that how do I know you're actually good at what you're doing? How do I know that you actually wrote those pieces that you're pitching? I have no way of knowing until you show me something published on the web that has your name attached to it, right?
True.
Kind of. And in a way, you can say, "Oh no, I wrote this. Here, look." But really, I won't ever know it until I see some website where you publish the content and it says by Saiyam, has your first and last name behind it. So let's try to Google you and see what shows up. Let's just imagine I am your potential client, and by the way, I am your potential client. Actually, I hire writers all the time. So technically, you can pitch me right now while we do the call if you want.
Amazing.
But let's just say I take your name, and let's do an incognito tab. And I go to Google. What I'm going to do before I hire this, is I go to Google and I look to see actually are they actually established writers like they say they are? Yes or no? So if I type in Saiyam Chutani, right?
Yep.
You're in India, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. All right. This is what I'm seeing about you on page 1. So let's see, Facebook or outside turn. Okay. So we opened up every result that comes up for your name on Google, page 1. Is that you? That's you.
Yeah.
All right, good. So
that's me.
Showing up page 1 on Facebook, your Facebook page is ranking. I'm wonderful. That's good. For most people, it's not them. It's just random people. So you're already a step ahead of the game. Good job.
1 sec. Yep.
All right, good job. Your second result as well, and you've done a good job with yourself in 4 too. Well, not awesome. Is that you?
1 sec. I can't see. Actually, I can't see the screen. I think so.
Hold on, let me restart it. Let me know what's on the screen.
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll let you know. Oh, this is not me.
This YouTube channel is not yours, right?
Nope.
Unless you're doing makeup and cologne. I assume this is not you. Okay.
No. Nope.
Already not you. So okay,
Yep.
we'll come back to this for a second. So let's go through the rest of it. That's you on Google Plus. Or sorry, Pinterest looks like. No, not Pinterest. Product Hunt. I'm sorry. Product Hunt. That's your profile. Amazing.
Yep, this is me. I work for them as an ICU analyst.
Awesome. So your company website showed up as one of the results. That's good. Insight Trends, the author profile. Is that you? One of the founders of Tech?
Yeah, I was. It's basically the starting.
Okay. Good job. What about Jill to 2016? Donate.
Nope, it's not me. Oh, I made a backlink here. I remember.
Okay, got it. So that could be you. Okay, got it. I am 19 years old on Content Mart. I assume this is you also.
Yeah.
Good job.
I tried for Content Mart, but it wasn't successful.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, those tests are really hard. I took the level 2 test, and I actually failed it the first time. So the intermediate test already gets really hard, especially those questions about rhyming. They ask you 3 sets. Which of these rhyme with each other? Those are really hard. They ask you. I mean, like seriously, I'm a native speaker. I live in the U.S. and I still couldn't pass it. I'm like, what the heck, you know? And that's just intermediate level.
I can feel you.
Crazy. All right, so next one is also you. We learned that, and then is that you on PixArt?
Yeah, that's way too before thing.
Okay.
That's my mother, basically.
Mother. Oh wow, nice. Okay, so you were actually better than 90% of people that I talk with.
Okay.
The people, when I Google them, it's random, irrelevant stuff that shows up about them. There's nothing irrelevant, right? So your profile actually doesn't look bad because it's linking back to stuff that you are doing. Correct? Make sense?
Yep.
Now, let's compare yours to when I Google my name. Let's see if there's any differences. Alright, let's start from the beginning. So the first thing is that I'm going to type in my first name. Okay?
Yep.
Already in the results, what do you see?
Rafi Chaudhary.
A suggestion with
your
my
name,
last name. Okay, now I'm going to just press the space bar. What do you see already? My last name is the next suggestion by Google automatically. You can try this on your computer too. It's not just me. I'm logged out of Chrome and everything, by the way.
It's incognito, basically. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna start typing in my second name. I just typed in the C. What do you see already showing up as search results?
Your net worth and your last name.
Okay, already first two suggestions, right? All right, I'm gonna start typing in a little bit more. What else shows up now after I type in OW?
All your author profiles mostly. Yep. Most probably all your profiles.
Right. All right. DHURY. Let's do that. See that? What's the first three results?
Net worth, Forbes, and Huffington Post.
Okay. Now you tell me if you're Googling somebody, right? You're looking to see if you want to hire this person or not, or who is this person, because you met them on the internet. You don't know anything about them besides what they just told you, right? How much more comfortable would it feel already, just without even pressing the enter button, if you saw these suggestions coming up as their when you type in their name?
It would be it would be more trustful, basically.
You would feel a lot more comfortable, right? Because you know this person. Okay, if these kind of suggestions are coming up, they're not an average, ordinary person. There's no way they're like any kind of a scammer on the internet. They certainly have done something. Google is obviously recognizing them as sort of authority, right, in that space. So let's press enter, and let's open up my top 10 results on page 1.
First 2, 3 are your sites, basically, if I'm not wrong.
We're gonna go through one. I did. On your name, that means one of two things. Either A, your name is very, very popular, tons of people are searching for it, or B, your name is being targeted because there's enough search volume on your name related to something else that there are affiliate marketers who are running ads on your name so they can sell you the affiliate products. I'm serious. This is true.
Okay.
Being in content marketing, you probably know Neil Patel, right?
Yep.
I interviewed him, by the way. I'll show you my interview with him later in a second here. If you type his name in, guess what? You'll see ads. That's someone running an ad on his name to their website. Look at that. Look at that. Udemy is running an ad with his name. Spokio running an ad with his name. And that Truth Finder, also about Arrested, is running an ad with his name. You see that? When you get branded traffic, you get ads coming to your name, which is not a bad thing, by the way. Anyway, back to me. First result, you want it to be your website, always. Because you want people to go straight to your website. I used to have a Wikipedia page, but I deleted the page. I actually had the page removed because it was getting so many clicks. The clicks weren't going to my site, so I killed it. Having Wikipedia definitely makes you valid and obviously gives you a lot of authority. In my particular case, I wanted the traffic to go to my site, so I just killed it right away. The second thing that shows up about me is my About page, where I share my entire life story. The third is my LinkedIn profile, and I'm not going to log in there. I'm telling you right now, that's my LinkedIn. Okay?
Yep.
I have 60,000 followers. The fourth one is my public figure page, which is verified and has 60,000 followers on it.
Amazing.
The next one is my Twitter, which has 200,000 followers on it. Then it's my YouTube channel, which I'm just starting out on YouTube. I've never took it that seriously until now, so I've got only 1,800 subscribers, but I'm putting out videos today.
That's also not bad. 1,800 is not that bad.
Right, but it's new. I'm new at it still. I'm learning from people like you on how to do YouTube right. The next one you'll see is actually a video that I made, which went very viral on Facebook, about the realities of entrepreneurship, where I basically shared, like, what does a life actually look like when you're starting a business? It's not so glamorous and all that crazy, but it's actually really hard, right? You stay on the side and then the sleep tour of my house and everything like that to show what kind of how I was living at that time. So it's kind of like a personal message to people. TV segment on me, where I was on TV, right?
Chess, if you think about it as a game of psychology.
You used to be a chess player also. No, that's great.
I actually played competitive chess for 6 years. Yep. And the last one is basically a place where I got interviewed, another blog. So that's my top 10 results. Right? But it doesn't end.
Yep.
If you can keep Googling me and go all the way to page 20, and you're still going to keep seeing all me, things about me. Let's go to page 10. Well, who's that? That's me too. Podcast interview that I did, right?
Okay.
On We Are Entrepreneurs.
Weird entrepreneurs. The answer for yourself. Huge here. Glad to hear that. Lots of
Going forever and ever and ever. Page 14. It's probably still me. Some of these are random, I think. Some other stuff is finally showing up. But this one right here, I know it's me. With Chowdhury taking Chowdhury takes the business by storm at age 24. And you can keep going. At 18, still at the bottom, Google is suggesting net worth, chess, Forbes, YouTube, LinkedIn, Wiki, Twitter, Facebook. That's when your brand has serious presence. When Google is suggesting this, right?
Yep.
This is ideally what you want it to look like when you Google yourself. And this matters a lot because you're a freelancer, right?
Yeah.
Convince someone that, hey, I know what I'm talking about. I'm legit. Other people out there are mentioning me, talking about me on the web all the time. You won't actually get that kind of unless you've proven yourself. By and like people see your post account, people see you're an author, product, people see you're an pursuit, people see that you're everywhere. You want to build these things up. They don't really happen by themselves. You know? That's what I'm saying. To do all this, how do you do it? It takes time. It's manual work. It takes like a lot of very precise type of. I didn't do this overnight. I didn't just wake up one day and all of a sudden these nice things are showing up and be all over Google. I worked really hard to make sure that I got interviewed. I got into podcasts. I started writing for different websites. I built this over the period of 6 years. The main point here is that I don't think that it would take you 6 years to do this. You can do this basically in 1 year, given the proper guidance and being told, hey, to do this, this is how you do it. Here are the blogs you need to get featured on. Here is how you need to build your brand. Here are the YouTube videos you need to post about yourself. Here's how you need to optimize the YouTube video so it ranks for your name. Because you want people to see this particular video about you when they Google your name. So this was strategically done. It's not like I just randomly have this. I strategically, promoted my brand on the internet in a way that it would resonate and it would look something like this. So when someone Googles me, there's no question about my credibility. People already automatically know that this guy is serious. He's not new to the web. Here's finally my Instagram.
That's true.
I think that's me. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yep.
So think about it. In your brand, can you tell me how do you think you can build up this kind of presence? What are some things that you could be doing also to make sure that when people Google you, they see nothing but what you want them to see, and that it's all really good stuff. So that when you go to pitch, literally your pitch will just be, if you don't believe what I'm saying, Google me. And you let Google do all the talking, so you don't have to pitch yourself anymore.
That's true.
My question to you is, what are some things that you think you could be doing to make sure that you also have a very solid profile?
Honestly, I don't have that much of idea because I don't think so. I've spent a lot of time.
Exactly. You see, you answer the question by saying you don't have a lot of ideas, right?
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm doing. There are so many people just like yourself. When they see this, they're like, wow, how did you do that? How'd you get your Facebook page verified? How'd you become a writer for Entrepreneur? How'd you become a writer for 500 posts? You could go out there and you can figure it all yourself. But the reality is that if you want to make $1 million, there's 2 ways of doing it, right? Step one way is you can go out there and you can try and test hundreds and hundreds of different things and talk to hundreds of different types of people and try different businesses and see if you can make $1 million. But the second way, the preferred way, is to go up to someone that's made $1 million and say, hey, I also want to make $1 million. Can you tell me exactly what I need to do to make $1 million so I don't have to give up my 20 years of trying to figure it out on my own? They tell you a whole bunch of stuff, and you go out there and you do it, and guess what? You get the same results as them. Probably, hopefully, right?
Yep.
So that's exactly why people should be hiring and working with mentors and coaches. Because they already did it. I already can tell you how to get into Huffington Post. Well, now it's gotten really hard with Huffington Post because they kicked off all their contributors. But I can teach you.
Also, they have like de-indexed most of their posts, right?
Yeah, they de-index, and they also nobody can write there anymore unless you're on staff. So imagine if you didn't know that, you kept pitching to Huffington Post only to realize that they don't even accept contributors anymore.
I had a very bad experience with the Huffington thing. That's why I remember it very well.
Yep, exactly, right? So you have that experience because you're actually in content writing and you're in the industry very immersed. Most people aren't. Most people don't know that. So they could spend like months and months and months emailing Huffington Post and trying to pitch them different things. But I could have told them in half a second, or even you could have, right? Hey, by the way, Huffington Post, there's no point in pitching them because they don't accept it anymore. You know?
Yep.
It's so important to work with people that have already done what you're looking to do so they can pretty much tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to share kind of these things with you. As far as specific questions, do you have any that I can answer right now while we're on the call?
Actually, not right now. When I'll like experiment, then only I can tell you.
For sure. After I get off the call, what I'm going to share with you is basically the coaching program that I'm putting together. You're going to be the first people to give it a try because
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole bunch. I don't know if you saw any of my videos that I've already posted on Facebook, but it's gonna be a series of dozens of those kind of videos that's gonna walk people through exactly how to do this. For example, here's another one: press releases and getting into big name websites. A lot of people pay thousands of dollars, right? Like if I was to PR my prices, I run a PR company. So
Yep, you have shared your Excel sheet with me.
Okay, so you already know. It's expensive, right? To get someone into Yahoo News, I charge $5,000. But it doesn't take me $5,000 to deliver that order, I promise you. I probably can deliver this and fulfill this within maybe like $800. How? By reaching out to people that already, the connections that I've built, right? Like people on Fiverr, for example. I've worked with dozens and dozens of sellers on Fiverr. So I know exactly which guy sells, which guy has the connections to get mentioned in that publication. I don't need to try and message hundreds and hundreds of people and try and test. I already know this guy can deliver it, and he can do it in 10 days. Does that make sense? Like the PR Contacts book, which I'm going to give you now, that's going to be the greatest thing that you ever get in PR. Basically, I took every single contact that I've ever made in all these big publications, and I put the names and author information and their Twitter, whatever information I had about them all in one book.
That's amazing.
Name any big publication that you've always wanted to get into.
inc.com.
Okay. So if you want to get into ink, well, guess what? The editor at ink is, you can email mjspan@ink.com.
Okay.
In fact, here's our Twitter.
That's great.
How cool is that? Editor at
Yep.
You see there?
Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
Where would you find this anywhere else in Google or on the internet? Where would you go to literally go and someone says, you know what, here are all the contacts of every publication. Are you going to ever find this anywhere?
Nope.
Nope. The only way you can do this is what? By working with someone that has already done it before.
Yep.
That's giving it to you all in a silver platter and saying, hey, here's what you need to do. Here is all the contacts. Here are all the how-tos. Here's all the places you need to do it. If you want to get into Ink Magazine, all right, let me work with you. I'm going to help you pitch your craft your pitch. I'm going to tell you who to pitch it to. I'm going to tell you how to pitch it. I will do everything for you and guide you and coach you one-on-one.
Amazing.
Amazing, man. So much better than trying to figure out by yourself. That's exactly what this coaching program will do. That's exactly what it will do. It will literally take you by the hand and show you all this stuff. Pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed this session with you. I think it's a great value that I'm going to give you to no cost. This is completely free. Okay?
Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. And with additionally on top of this, any other questions that come up, definitely ask me. And by all means, we'll chat offline. Once we get off the call here, we'll chat. And if the course makes sense for you, we'll definitely have the conversation to see if we can get you in, if you qualify to be featured. But if you do, then we're going to take you step by step through the entire program, through the coaching, everything like that. Everything. I just gave you a brief overview of the type of stuff that we do, but even the insider secrets and everything like that. And we'll take it from there. But I really appreciate your time. And hopefully I gave you some insights on some things that you could be doing. And if anything particular comes up, just shoot me a message and I'll help you out, man.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right, brother. You as well. Thank you so much for your time, Saiyam. And I will catch you soon. And here's the link to
Thank you.
all the PR contacts. Don't share that with anybody. It's just yours.
Yep. Sure.
All right, brother. Take care and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.